Welcome to the 3-hour English Learning Challenge. We're going to push your English skills to new heights. This challenge is designed to improve your fluency, comprehension, and vocabulary. Think you can keep up? Let's find out. What are some of your favourite hobbies that you enjoy doing in your free time? I'm passionate about painting and playing the guitar in my free time. How did you discover or develop your interest in your current hobbies? My interest in painting began when I took an art class in high school and I picked up the guitar after watching a friend perform. Are there any new hobbies you've been wanting to try out? I've been wanting to try my hand at photography and perhaps even take up gardening. How do your hobbies contribute to your overall well-being and relaxation? Both painting and playing the guitar help me relax and clear my mind after a busy day. Do you have a go-to hobby that helps you unwind after a long day? Yes, playing video games helps me unwind and escape into another world. Are there any hobbies you enjoy doing alone and others you prefer doing with friends? I enjoy hiking alone for introspection, but I love playing board games with friends on weekends. How do your hobbies help you stay motivated and inspired in different aspects of life? My hobbies often spark my creativity and influence the way I approach problem solving in my career. Have you ever turned a hobby into a side business or pursued it professionally? I've thought about selling some of my paintings online, but for now, I prefer to keep them as personal projects. What's the most challenging or rewarding aspect of one of your hobbies? The most challenging aspect of playing the guitar is mastering complex chords, but the sense of accomplishment is incredible. How do you find a balance between your hobbies and other responsibilities? I schedule specific time blocks for my hobbies and make sure not to let them interfere with work or other commitments. How has technology impacted your hobbies and the way you engage with them? Technology has allowed me to learn new painting techniques through online tutorials and connect with other guitar enthusiasts. Have you ever attended a workshop or class to enhance your skills in a hobby? I attended a cooking class to improve my culinary skills, which has become a hobby I thoroughly enjoy. How do your hobbies reflect your personality or interests? My interest in painting reflects my love for colours and self-expression, while guitar playing showcases my appreciation for music. Do you enjoy competitive hobbies or ones that are more about personal expression? I prefer hobbies like painting that allow me to express myself rather than competitive ones. What's the most unique or unusual hobby you've come across? I once met someone who collected vintage typewriters as a hobby. I found it fascinating. How do your hobbies provide you with a sense of accomplishment or growth? With painting, I see tangible progress in each artwork I complete, which fuels my desire to keep improving. Are there any hobbies you enjoyed during your childhood that you've carried into adulthood? I used to love building model airplanes as a kid, and I still enjoy it as an adult. How do you introduce your hobbies to friends or newcomers who might be interested? I invite friends over for a game night where we play different board games and card games. What's the significance of hobbies in maintaining a healthy work-life balance? Hobbies provide me with an outlet to unwind and pursue my interests outside of work, which is essential for my well-being. Have you ever travelled or explored new places specifically to pursue a hobby? I visited a coastal town to indulge in my love for surfing. It was an incredible experience. Have you ever taken a hobby-related trip, such as visiting a famous art gallery or a music festival? Yes, I travelled to a different city to attend a photography workshop and explored local galleries. How do you overcome creative blocks or challenges while pursuing your hobbies? When I encounter a creative block while writing, I take a break, go for a walk, and often the ideas start flowing again. Are there any hobbies you've shared with family members, creating bonding experiences? My dad and I both enjoy woodworking, so we often spend weekends in the garage creating pieces together. What's the role of spontaneity in your choice of hobbies and how you engage with them? Spontaneity is crucial in my photography. Some of my best shots come from unexpected moments and locations. Do you find that your hobbies have led you to meet new people and expand your social circle? Absolutely. I joined a local hiking club through which I've made great friends who share my love for the outdoors. What's your favourite type of weather and why? I love sunny days because they lift my spirits and make outdoor activities more enjoyable. How does weather affect your daily activities? Rainy days usually make me want to stay indoors with a good book or movie. Have you ever experienced extreme weather conditions? What was it like? I once experienced a blizzard that left everything covered in snow. It was both breathtaking and challenging. How does the changing weather influence your mood and emotions? Warm and sunny weather tends to make me more energetic and productive. What's the typical weather like in your region during the different seasons? In my region, summers are hot and humid, while winters are cold with occasional snow. How do you prepare for inclement weather, such as storms or heavy rain? I always keep an umbrella and raincoat handy in case of unexpected rain. Are there any weather-related hobbies or activities you enjoy? I enjoy hiking and picnics during mild and clear weather. What's the most memorable weather event you've witnessed? I'll never forget a massive thunderstorm that knocked out power in our neighborhood for hours? How does the weather impact your clothing choices and fashion preferences? I adjust my wardrobe based on the weather forecast, layering up or dressing lightly as needed. Do you have a preferred weather condition for outdoor events or gatherings? I prefer clear skies and moderate temperatures for outdoor gatherings. How do you handle sudden shifts in temperature or unexpected weather changes? I keep a light jacket with me year round to be prepared for temperature changes. Are there any childhood memories related to specific weather moments? I fondly remember building snowmen with friends during heavy snowfall. How do you stay informed about weather forecasts and updates? I check weather apps and local news to stay informed about upcoming weather conditions. What's your go-to comfort food or activity during gloomy weather? On rainy days, I love making a big pot of soup and curling up on the couch. Have you ever been caught in a surprise rainstorm? How did you manage it? Yes, I got caught in a sudden rainstorm once and had to take shelter under a tree. How does your ideal vacation destination's weather influence your travel plans? I prefer sunny weather for beach vacations, but cooler weather for exploring cities. What's your opinion on climate change and its effects on global weather patterns? Climate change is a serious concern. I believe it's causing more frequent and severe weather events. Do you have any favourite weather-related songs or movies? Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles is my go-to song on a sunny day. How does the weather impact your sleep quality and routine? I sleep better during cool nights with a gentle breeze. Have you ever witnessed a beautiful sunrise or sunset due to unique weather conditions? I once saw a stunning sunset with vibrant colours reflecting off the clouds after a rainy day. How does the weather influence your outdoor exercise routine? I usually prefer mild temperatures for jogging, so I adjust my schedule based on the forecast. Have you ever been in a location with a completely different climate from what you're used to? Yes, I once travelled from a cold, snowy region to a tropical paradise. It was quite an adjustment. How do you stay safe during extreme weather conditions like heat waves or hurricanes? During heat waves, I stay hydrated and try to stay indoors during the hottest part of the day. For hurricanes, I follow evacuation protocols and secure my home. What's your preferred type of weather for taking photographs or capturing scenic views? I love capturing dramatic cloud formations and vibrant colours during sunset. Do you have any favourite memories of spending time outdoors in specific weather conditions? One of my favourite memories is hiking in the mountains on a crisp autumn day, surrounded by colourful foliage. What type of party are you planning And what's the occasion? I'm planning a birthday party for my best friend's 30th birthday celebration. How did you decide on the theme or concept for the party? We brainstormed ideas together and we settled on a retro-themed dance party. Are you hosting the party at your home or a different venue? We're renting a community centre with enough space for dancing and mingling. What's your strategy for creating an inviting atmosphere and decorating the space? I'm going for a vibrant and colourful ambience with disco balls and neon decorations. Have you planned any engaging activities or games for the guests? Yes, we have a trivia game and a dance-off planned to keep everyone entertained. What's your approach to selecting the music playlist for the party? I'm creating a playlist with classic hits from the 70s and 80s to set the party mood. How are you handling food and drink arrangements for the guests? We're having a buffet-style spread with finger foods and a bar serving retro-inspired cocktails. Are there any special dietary considerations you're taking into account? Absolutely. We're making sure there are vegetarian and gluten-free options for our guests. How are you sending out invitations and keeping track of RSVPs? I sent out digital invitations via email and set up an event page to track RSVPs. Have you thought about party favours or souvenirs for the guests? I've prepared retro-style keychains and mini disco balls as party favours. How are you managing the timeline of the party from start to finish? The party will kick off with a dance session followed by a brief speech and cake cutting. What's your backup plan in case of unexpected changes or weather issues? We have a backup indoor location in case of bad weather and we're keeping an eye on the forecast. How do you handle different age groups and interests among the guests? We'll have a mix of classic hits for the older guests and more modern music for the younger crowd. Are you incorporating any personal touches or sentimental elements into the party? I'm planning a slideshow of photos and memories spanning the last decade. What's the dress code or suggested attire for the event? The dress code is retro glam. Think bell-bottoms, sequins, and platform shoes. How do you strike a balance between having a relaxed atmosphere and keeping the party organised? I've set up a schedule with breaks to keep the party lively while also giving people time to relax. Have you considered any sustainability or eco-friendly practices for the party? We're using biodegradable plates and utensils to minimise waste. What's your preferred method for capturing memorable moments during the party? I'll have a photo booth with fun props for guests to take snapshots. How do you make sure your guests feel engaged and comfortable throughout the event? We're having icebreaker games at the beginning to help everyone mingle and get comfortable. Are you planning any surprise elements or special announcements during the party? Yes, we have a surprise performance by a local dance group and a special toast to honour the birthday celebrant. How are you managing seating arrangements to encourage interactions among guests? We're arranging a mix of seating options to encourage mingling, including cosy lounge areas and traditional tables. Have you considered any special lighting effects or decorations to enhance the party atmosphere? I'm planning to use fairy lights and disco ball reflections to create a dynamic and festive ambience. What's your strategy for ensuring a smooth flow of activities throughout the party? I've created a detailed timeline from guest arrivals to various activities and the cake cutting. How are you communicating important information or updates to your guests? I'm sending out a final email a day before the party with directions, parking information, and a reminder of the theme. Are you involving friends or family members in helping you organise or set up the party? Yes, I've enlisted a close friend to help with coordinating the games, and my cousin is assisting with setup and decorations. What's your preferred mode of transportation for daily commuting? I prefer taking the train for my daily commute. It's efficient and helps me avoid traffic. How do you typically plan your routes when using public transportation? I use a combination of transit apps and schedules to plan my routes and timings. Have you ever experienced a memorable road trip? Where did you go? I once took a road trip along the Pacific Coast Highway in California. The scenic views were incredible. How do you handle long flights or journeys to keep yourself comfortable? I bring a neck pillow, entertainment, and snacks to make long flights more comfortable. Do you prefer driving or being a passenger when travelling long distances? I enjoy being a passenger so I can relax and enjoy the scenery during long journeys. Can you share a unique or unconventional mode of transport you've used? I once rode a camel through the desert during a vacation in Morocco, an unforgettable experience. What's your opinion on the environmental impact of different forms of transportation? I believe it's essential to consider eco-friendly transportation options and reduce carbon footprints. How do you decide between taking a taxi, car share, or public transport for short trips? I usually opt for public transport for short trips. It's convenient and cost effective. Have you ever used a bike sharing or scooter sharing service in a city? Yes, I've used bike sharing in European cities. It's a fun way to explore while staying active. What's the most adventurous transport experience you've had, like a hot air balloon ride or zip lining? I went paragliding once, and the feeling of soaring through the air was exhilarating. How do you stay entertained during a long train or bus journey? I listen to podcasts, read books, or watch movies to pass the time during long journeys. What's your strategy for navigating through traffic and congestion in urban areas? I check traffic updates and use navigation apps to find alternate routes and avoid congestion. How do you handle transportation when you're travelling with a large group of friends or family? Coordinating transportation for a large group can be challenging. We often rent a minivan or charter a bus. Can you recall a time when you had to rely on a last-minute transportation option unexpectedly? I once took a spontaneous ferry ride to a nearby island when my initial plans fell through. How do you stay safe when using public transportation or car shares, especially in unfamiliar places? I always make sure to use reputable services, share my location with someone, and avoiding sharing personal information. What's your approach to packing and preparing for different modes of transport? I pack light, choose versatile outfits, and have essentials like chargers and snacks on hand. How do you adapt to using different transportation systems when travelling internationally? I research local transport options and purchase day passes or cards for convenience. Have you ever missed a flight, bus, or train? How did you handle the situation? I missed a train once due to a delay, but the next one allowed me to enjoy a cosy cafe nearby. What's your favourite way to explore a new city's local transport, like buses or trams? I love taking trams in new cities. It gives me a sense of the local rhythm and helps me observe daily life. How do you choose between renting a car and using public transport when visiting a new destination? It depends on the destination. For cities with efficient public transport, I opt for that, while for remote areas, I prefer renting a car for flexibility. How do you handle travel delays or unexpected changes in your transportation plans? I usually have a backup plan, like having a book or podcast ready to keep me entertained during delays. Can you share a memorable experience using a form of transport you were initially hesitant about? I was unsure about taking a tuk-tuk in Thailand, but it turned out to be a fun and authentic way to explore. What's your opinion on the future of electric and autonomous vehicles in terms of transport? I believe electric and autonomous vehicles will revolutionise transport and reduce emissions in the long run. How do you choose between taking a direct flight or opting for a layover to save costs? I weigh the cost savings against the inconvenience of a layover and decide based on the overall travel time. Have you ever tried carpooling or ride sharing to reduce your environmental impact? Yes, I've used ride sharing services to share a ride with others heading in the same direction, reducing emissions and costs. What do you envision your life will be like in 10 years? I hope to have a fulfilling career and a happy family life with some exciting travel experiences? How do you think technology will change the way we live in the next few decades? Technology will likely enhance communication, healthcare, and even daily chores through automation. Are there any personal goals or aspirations you hope to achieve in the future? I'm working towards starting my own business and giving back to my community. How do you see the job market evolving and impacting different industries? The job market will likely become more competitive, pushing professionals to constantly upgrade their skills. What advancements in healthcare do you anticipate in the coming years? I expect personalized medicine and breakthrough treatments for various diseases. How might climate change affect our environment and daily lives in the future? Climate change may lead to more extreme weather events and the need for stronger conservation efforts. Are there any social or cultural changes you expect to see in society? I anticipate greater awareness and acceptance of diversity and inclusion. How will education and learning methods transform with technological progress? Education might become more personalised and accessible through online platforms and virtual classrooms. What role do you think renewable energy will play in our future energy sources? Renewable energy sources will play a crucial role in reducing our carbon footprint. How might travel and transportation evolve to be more sustainable and efficient? Electric and autonomous vehicles could revolutionise transportation systems in urban areas. Do you believe artificial intelligence will have a significant impact on various aspects of life? AI will likely impact industries like healthcare, finance, and manufacturing, transforming how we work. How do you see the future of space exploration and potential colonization on other planets? Space exploration may lead to exciting discoveries and even the establishment of human colonies on Mars. What do you think the role of traditional offices will be in the remote work era? Remote work might become more commonplace, impacting office spaces and urban planning. How will demographic shifts like aging populations influence healthcare and social systems? Aging populations may prompt innovations in elder care and healthcare services. What innovations do you anticipate in entertainment and media in the next decade? Virtual reality and interactive experiences might redefine entertainment and storytelling. How might changes in global politics shape international relations in the future? Global politics could shift towards increased collaboration and diplomacy. Are there any ethical concerns you think will arise with technological advancements? Ethical concerns may arise around data privacy, AI decision making, and gene editing technologies. How do you see the role of social media and online interactions evolving? Social media might become more regulated, focusing on positive interactions and content moderation. Will our concept of transportation change significantly with the rise of autonomous vehicles? Autonomous vehicles could lead to safer roads and new transportation models. What impact do you think biotechnology will have on our understanding of health and longevity? Biotechnology could lead to personalized treatments and a deeper understanding of human health and genetics. How might advancements in robotics impact industries and the job market? Robotics could automate various tasks, but also create new job opportunities in tech and maintenance. Do you foresee changes in the way we approach mental health and well-being in the future? We might see a greater emphasis on mental health awareness and destigmatization, leading to improved resources and support. What role might augmented reality and virtual reality play in our daily lives? AR and VR could revolutionize industries like education, gaming, and even remote collaboration. How do you think the concept of work will evolve in the future? Work may become more project-based and flexible, allowing people to pursue multiple passions. What are your thoughts on the potential challenges of overpopulation in the coming years? Overpopulation could strain resources, but innovations in sustainable practices might help address these challenges. How would you describe your personal style when it comes to clothing? My style is a mix of classic and modern, with a preference for comfortable yet stylish pieces. What factors influence your choice of clothing each day? I consider the weather, my schedule, and the type of activities I'll be doing that day. Do you have a favourite piece of clothing that holds sentimental value? What is it? I have a worn-out denim jacket that I've had since college. It's been through a lot with me. How do you go about shopping for new clothes? Do you have any specific preferences? I usually look for versatile pieces that I can mix and match. Online shopping is my go-to. What type of clothing do you feel most comfortable wearing? I feel most comfortable in a well-fitting pair of jeans and a soft t-shirt. Are there any fashion trends that you've particularly enjoyed or disliked? I've loved the comeback of high-waisted jeans, but I'm not a fan of super oversized clothing. How do you adapt your wardrobe to different seasons and weather conditions? I layer up and switch fabrics based on the season. Summers call for breathable materials, while winters require warmth. Do you have any go-to outfits for special occasions or events? For special occasions, I usually opt for a classic dress or a tailored suit. What's your opinion on sustainable and eco-friendly clothing choices? I'm all for sustainable fashion and try to choose brands that prioritize ethical practices. Have you ever received a clothing item as a gift that you've absolutely loved? Yes, my best friend gifted me a beautifully knitted scarf that I wear every winter. How do you organise and store your clothes at home? I organise by category: shirts, pants, dresses, and use colour coding for quick selection. Are there any clothing items you've held onto for a long time, even if you rarely wear them? I still have a band t-shirt from my first concert that I can't bear to part with. How do you handle unexpected dress codes or outfit requirements? I keep a versatile outfit at work just in case I need to attend a last-minute meeting. Do you enjoy wearing accessories like jewellery, scarves or hats? Why or why not? I enjoy wearing statement necklaces and hats to add a pop of personality to my outfits. How does your choice of clothing impact your confidence and self-expression? Wearing my favourite dress or a well-fitted suit gives me a confidence boost. What do you think about the balance between comfort and style in clothing? I believe in finding a balance. I won't sacrifice comfort for style, but I aim for a polished look. Have you ever participated in a clothing swap or second-hand shopping? Yes, I've joined clothing swaps with friends. It's a fun way to refresh my wardrobe sustainably. How has your clothing style evolved over the years? My style has become more minimalistic and streamlined as I've got older. What's your favourite casual outfit for a relaxing day at home? A pair of joggers and a cosy sweatshirt are my go-to for lazy days. Do you have a specific colour palette that dominates your wardrobe? Neutrals dominate my wardrobe. They're versatile and easy to mix and match. How do you approach packing for a trip with limited luggage space? I prioritise versatile pieces that can be mixed and matched to create various outfits. Are there any clothing items that you've regretted buying? Why? I once bought a pair of trendy shoes that turned out to be uncomfortable and I rarely wore them. What's your favourite type of footwear and why does it appeal to you? Trainers are my favourite. They're comfortable and go well with most of my outfits. Do you have a signature clothing piece or accessory that you're known for? I'm known for wearing colourful scarves, which add a unique touch to my look. How do you feel about dressing up for formal events compared to casual outings? I enjoy dressing up for formal events. It's a chance to showcase elegant and stylish outfits. For casual outings, I opt for comfort and simplicity. Can you share your favourite travel destination and why it holds a special place in your heart? I absolutely love Paris. The charming streets, delicious food, and rich history make it unforgettable. What's your go-to comfort food when you need a pick-me-up? A warm bowl of homemade macaroni and cheese is my ultimate comfort food. Do you have a favourite movie that you could watch over and over again? What makes it so special? The Shawshank Redemption is a movie I can watch repeatedly. Its themes of hope and friendship resonate deeply with me. What's your favourite type of music, and how does it make you feel when you listen to it? Jazz music is my favourite. It's soothing and transports me to another world. Can you name your favourite season of the year and the reasons behind your preference? Autumn is my favourite season. The crisp air and vibrant foliage are incredibly nostalgic. What's your favourite way to unwind after a long day? I unwind by taking a long bath with a book and some scented candles. Do you have a favourite hobby or activity that brings you joy and relaxation? Painting is my favourite hobby. It allows me to express myself and escape into a creative world. Can you pinpoint a favourite childhood memory that still brings a smile to your face? Playing board games with my family during holidays is a cherished childhood memory. What's your favourite piece of art or artwork, and what emotions does it evoke in you? Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night is my favourite artwork. Its swirling colours evoke a sense of wonder. Do you have a favourite quote or saying that resonates with you? Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans, by John Lennon, is a quote I live by. What's your favourite type of cuisine, and do you have a favourite dish within that cuisine? Thai cuisine is my favourite, and pad thai is the dish I can never resist. Can you name a favourite achievement or milestone in your life that you're particularly proud of? Graduating from college is my favourite achievement. It symbolises years of hard work and dedication. What's your favourite way to stay active and maintain a healthy lifestyle? I enjoy hiking as it combines physical activity with the beauty of nature. Do you have a favourite fictional character from a book, movie, or TV show? What draws you to them? Hermione Granger from the Harry Potter series is my favourite fictional character. Her intelligence and bravery are inspiring. What's your favourite form of self-care that helps you recharge and take care of yourself? Yoga and meditation are my favourite forms of self-care. They help me find balance and inner peace. Can you name a favourite place you visited that left a lasting impression on you? Santorini, Greece, with its stunning sunsets and whitewashed buildings, is a favourite travel memory. What's your favourite quote from a book or movie that has inspired you? The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs' quote fuels my passion. Do you have a favourite type of weather that instantly lifts your spirits? I love rainy days. The sound of raindrops and cosy indoors create a soothing atmosphere. What's your favourite way to connect with friends or family and create meaningful memories? Sharing a home-cooked meal with loved ones is my favourite way to connect and create lasting memories. What's your favourite way to relax and unwind during a weekend? Curling up with a good book and a cup of tea is my favourite weekend relaxation ritual. Can you name a favourite childhood toy or game that you cherished? Lego sets were my favourite childhood toys. Building and creating endless structures brought me joy. What's your favourite quote or mantra that inspires you during challenging times? The only way to do great work is to love what you do is a quote that motivates me to pursue my passions. Do you have a favourite type of flower or plant that you find particularly beautiful? Sunflowers are my favourite. Their bright and cheerful appearance always lifts my mood. What's your favourite type of adventure or outdoor activity that gets your adrenaline pumping? I love going on hiking trails. The thrill of exploring new paths and enjoying nature's beauty is unmatched. What's your all-time favourite book and what do you love about it? My all-time favourite book is To Kill a Mockingbird because of its powerful themes of empathy and justice. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings, an older sister and a younger brother. What's your favourite family tradition? Our favourite family tradition is baking cookies together during the holidays. Have you ever gone on a family vacation? Where did you go? Last year we went on a family trip to a cabin in the mountains. It was so much fun. How do you usually celebrate birthdays in your family? We usually have a small gathering at home with a cake and some games. What's a typical Sunday like in your household? Sundays are for brunch and spending time outdoors, maybe going for a walk or playing sports. Do you have any family pets? What kind? Yes, we have a cat named Whiskers. She's quite mischievous but adorable. How do you handle disagreements or conflicts within your family? We try to communicate openly and listen to each other's perspectives to resolve conflicts. What's your fondest childhood memory with your family? I remember camping trips with my parents and telling stories around the campfire. How often do you have family meals together? We aim to have dinner together at least 4 times a week. What values do you think your family has instilled in you? My family has always empathized the importance of honesty and compassion. Do you have any unique family traditions that have been passed down through generations? One unique tradition is having a storytelling session where we share family anecdotes around a bonfire. How has your relationship with your parents evolved as you've grown older? My relationship with my parents has grown more like a friendship as I've become an adult. What's one lesson you've learned from your family that you value the most? The value of hard work and perseverance is something my family has always emphasized. How do you support each other's individual goals within your family? We regularly have family meetings to discuss everyone's goals and figure out ways to support each other. Are there any hobbies or activities that your family enjoys doing together? We enjoy gardening together and taking weekend hikes in the nearby trails. How do you handle major life decisions as a family unit? We have open discussions, weighing each person's input before making any major decisions. What's the most challenging aspect of maintaining a strong family bond? The geographical distance between some family members can be challenging, but we make efforts to stay connected. How do you celebrate achievements or milestones within your family? We usually have a small celebration at home with a special meal and heartfelt congratulatory speeches. Have you ever had a big family reunion? What was it like? Yes, we had a huge family reunion last summer. It was a joyful chaos with games, food, and laughter all around. How do you maintain a healthy work-life balance within your family? We make sure to set aside specific family time, like game nights and weekend outings, to maintain balance. Have you ever faced a tough situation that brought your family closer together? When my dad was ill, we rallied around each other, taking turns to care for him. It truly strengthened our bond. What role does communication play in maintaining strong family relationships? Open and honest communication is crucial. We have regular family discussions to address any issues or concerns. Are there any family mottos or sayings that resonate with your household? Family first, always, is a motto that's been passed down for generations in our household. How do you navigate cultural or generational differences within your family? We approach these differences with curiosity and respect, often sharing stories and experiences to bridge the gap. What's a memorable family bonding experience you've had recently? Just last month, we went on a camping trip to a nearby national park. We spent days hiking, cooking over a campfire, and sharing stories under the stars. It was a fantastic way to disconnect and create lasting memories together. Have you decided on your destination for the upcoming trip? Yes, I've decided to visit Paris for my upcoming trip. When are you planning to leave for your travel adventure? I'll be leaving on the 15th of next month. How long will your trip last? I'm planning a week-long holiday. Are you travelling alone or with companions? I'm travelling with my family, my spouse, and our 2 kids. What mode of transportation will you use to reach your destination? We'll be flying to Paris from our hometown. Have you booked your accommodation yet? Yes, we've already booked a cosy apartment in the heart of the city. Are you planning to explore any specific landmarks or attractions? We plan to visit the Eiffel Tower, Louvre Museum, and Notre Dame Cathedral. What type of cuisine are you looking forward to trying during your travels? I'm excited to try authentic French pastries and gourmet cuisine. Have you considered any outdoor activities or adventures for your trip? We're considering a day trip to the countryside for hiking and biking. Will you be documenting your journey through photos or a travel journal? I'll be taking lots of photos and keeping a travel journal to remember the experience. How are you planning to get around within the city? We'll be primarily using the metro system and walking to explore the city. Have you looked into local customs or etiquette to respect the culture? Yes, I've been reading up on local customs and cultural norms to be respectful. Are you planning any shopping or souvenir hunting during your trip? I'm definitely planning to buy some unique souvenirs and local products. What's your backup plan in case of unexpected changes in your travel schedule? We've allowed some flexibility in our schedule and have travel insurance for unexpected situations. Have you checked if you need any specific vaccinations for your destination? Yes, we checked and got the necessary vaccinations for our trip. What's the weather like in Paris during the time of your visit? The weather is expected to be mild and pleasant with occasional rain showers. Will you be using public transportation or renting a car? We'll rely on public transportation and won't need a car in the city. How do you plan to manage communication while abroad? Will you get a local SIM card? I'll get a local SIM card to stay connected with family and friends back home. Have you made any restaurant reservations in advance? Yes, we've made reservations at a few recommended restaurants for special meals. Are you considering a side trip to any nearby cities or attractions? We're thinking of taking a day trip to Versailles to see the palace and gardens. Are there any specific cultural events or festivals happening during your visit? Yes, there's a local music festival happening in the city centre during our stay. How are you planning to manage your budget during the trip? We've set a daily spending limit and are tracking our expenses using a travel app. Have you researched the local language or learned a few essential phrases? I've learned a few basic phrases in French to help with communication. What are some must-see hidden gems you've discovered in your destination? We've heard about a charming little cafe tucked away in a side street and a scenic park that's not as well known. Will you be exploring the nightlife and entertainment options in the city? We'll likely check out some local live music venues and maybe catch a theatre performance. What type of work do you do? I work as a software engineer, developing applications for a tech company. How did you choose your current career path? I've always been passionate about coding, so I pursued a degree in computer science. Can you describe a typical day at your workplace? My day usually starts with reviewing emails, attending meetings, and writing code for new features. What do you find most rewarding about your job? Seeing my code come to life and make a positive impact on users is incredibly fulfilling. Have you ever faced any significant challenges in your career? How did you overcome them? Last year, we had a tight deadline for a project, but we pulled together as a team and met it successfully. How do you manage your workload and stay organized? I use task management tools and set priorities to make sure I stay on top of my tasks. What skills or qualifications are essential for success in your field? In my field, technical skills like programming and problem solving are crucial, along with good communication. Do you have any long-term career goals you're working towards? I'm aiming to take on a leadership role in the next few years. How do you handle stress and maintain a healthy work-life balance? I practice mindfulness and make time for hobbies to balance the demands of work. Are there any particular projects or achievements you're proud of? I recently led a project that significantly improved the user interface and received great feedback. How do you approach collaborating with colleagues or team members? Collaboration is key. I ensure everyone's voice is heard and we work together to reach our goals. Have you ever changed jobs or careers? What prompted that decision? I switched careers a few years ago to pursue my passion for graphic design. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned from your work experiences? The importance of adaptability and being open to learning from mistakes. How do you stay motivated and enthusiastic about your job? Setting small goals and celebrating achievements helps me stay motivated. Are there any mentors or role models who have influenced your professional journey? My college professor inspired me to keep learning and exploring new techniques. What strategies do you use for continuous learning and skill development? I take online courses and attend workshops to stay updated with the latest design trends. How has technology impacted your work and industry? Technology has revolutionized the way we design and share our work with clients. How do you handle conflicts or disagreements with co-workers? I address conflicts through open communication and finding common ground. What steps do you take to ensure your work contributes to your personal growth? I reflect on my accomplishments and areas for improvement to continue growing. Can you share a particularly memorable or funny work-related anecdote? One time, I accidentally sent a cat meme to a client instead of the design draft. We all had a good laugh about it. How do you handle tight deadlines and pressure at work? I break down the tasks into smaller steps, prioritize and focus on one thing at a time. What strategies do you use to stay organized and manage your tasks effectively? I rely on to-do lists and calendar reminders, ensuring I allocate time for each task. Have you ever had to learn a new skill or software for your job? How did you approach it? I had to quickly learn a new data analysis tool for a project. I took online tutorials and practiced hands-on. Can you share a moment where you had to think creatively to solve a work-related problem? We once had a client with a unique request. By brainstorming with the team, we developed an innovative solution that impressed the client. How do you see the future of your industry evolving in the next few years? With advancements in automation and AI, I expect our industry to become more efficient and data-driven. Traditional family recipes passed down through generations hold a special place in our hearts, connecting us to our roots, heritage, and the comforting tastes of home. Traditional family recipes passed down through generations hold a special place in our hearts, connecting us to our roots, heritage, and the comforting tastes of home. Artificial intelligence, with its capacity for learning and automation, has the potential to reshape industries from healthcare and finance to transportation and entertainment. Artificial intelligence, with its capacity for learning and automation, has the potential to reshape industries from healthcare and finance to transportation and entertainment. Afternoon productivity often requires a balance of concentration and breaks, allowing individuals to maintain efficiency and well-being throughout the day. Afternoon productivity often requires a balance of concentration and breaks, allowing individuals to maintain efficiency and well-being throughout the day. The thrill of discovering hidden gems, from quaint cafes and art galleries to secluded beaches, adds an element of surprise and wonder to travel experiences. The thrill of discovering hidden gems, from quaint cafes and art galleries to secluded beaches, adds an element of surprise and wonder to travel experiences. Building meaningful friendships involves open communication, shared experiences, and trust, enriching life with companionship, support, and a sense of belonging. Building meaningful friendships involves open communication, shared experiences, and trust, enriching life with companionship, support, and a sense of belonging. In conversations, it's best not to interrupt others while they're speaking, as it demonstrates respect and active listening, fostering better communication and relationships. In conversations, it's best not to interrupt others while they're speaking, as it demonstrates respect and active listening, fostering better communication and relationships. freshly squeezed fruit juices, bursting with vitamins and natural sweetness, invigorate the senses and promote a healthy lifestyle. Freshly squeezed fruit juices, bursting with vitamins and natural sweetness, invigorate the senses and promote a healthy lifestyle. Effective communication skills, encompassing active listening and clear expression, facilitate understanding and productive dialogue in personal and professional relationships. Effective communication skills, encompassing active listening and clear expression, facilitate understanding and productive dialogue in personal and professional relationships. Creative writing, whether crafting fiction, poetry, or memoirs, allowing wordsmiths to convey emotions, stories, and ideas, leaving a lasting impact on readers. Creative writing, whether crafting fiction, poetry, or memoirs, allows wordsmiths to convey emotions, stories, and ideas, leaving a lasting impact on readers. In a job interview, it's important not to speak negatively about previous employers or colleagues, as it can raise concerns about professionalism and teamwork. In a job interview, it's important not to speak negatively about previous employers or colleagues, as it can raise concerns about professionalism and teamwork. Preparing for bedtime by dimming lights, adjusting room temperature, and creating a calm atmosphere ensures a peaceful night's sleep, rejuvenating the body and mind. Preparing for bedtime by dimming lights, adjusting room temperature, and creating a calm atmosphere ensures a peaceful night's sleep, rejuvenating the body and mind. Finding job satisfaction, where your skills align with your passion and values, enhances overall well-being, fosters creativity, and promotes a positive work-life balance. Finding job satisfaction, where your skills align with your passion and values, enhances overall well-being, fosters creativity, and promotes a positive work-life balance. Airports are bustling hubs where people of various backgrounds converge, sharing stories of their journeys, navigating customs and security, and anticipating the excitement of new horizons. Airports are bustling hubs where people of various backgrounds converge, sharing stories of their journeys, navigating customs and security, and anticipating the excitement of new horizons. Grandparents, with their wealth of life experiences, create lasting memories with their grandchildren, imparting wisdom and nurturing intergenerational connections. Grandparents, with their wealth of life experiences, create lasting memories with their grandchildren, imparting wisdom and nurturing intergenerational connections. Vintage treasures, whether antique furniture, vinyl records, or classic cars, evoke nostalgia and appreciation for craftsmanship, history, and timeless design. Vintage treasures, whether antique furniture, vinyl records, or classic cars, evoke nostalgia and appreciation for craftsmanship, history, and timeless design. Romantic relationships built on mutual respect, trust, and emotional connection offer companionship, support, and the profound experience of shared love and intimacy. Romantic relationships built on mutual respect, trust, and emotional connection offer companionship, support, and the profound experience of shared love and intimacy. Restoring vintage automobiles with dedication and craftsmanship transforms rusted relics into pristine classics, preserving automotive history and engineering. Restoring vintage automobiles with dedication and craftsmanship transforms rusted relics into pristine classics, preserving automotive history and engineering. A cozy reading nook with a comfortable chair, soft blankets, and a stack of beloved books offers solace and transports readers to distant worlds. A cozy reading nook with a comfortable chair, soft blankets, and a stack of beloved books offers solace and transports readers to distant worlds. Developing critical thinking skills through analysis, evaluation, and problem solving empowers individuals to make informed decisions and navigate complex issues. Developing critical thinking skills through analysis, evaluation, and problem solving empowers individuals to make informed decisions and navigate complex issues. The joy of unwinding after a long day, whether by enjoying a home-cooked meal, watching a favourite TV show, or practicing a hobby, provides a sense of comfort and solace. The joy of unwinding after a long day, whether by enjoying a home-cooked meal, watching a favourite TV show, or practicing a hobby, provides a sense of comfort and solace. Nutritional labelling on food products featuring calorie counts and ingredient lists empowers consumers to make informed choices for their dietary health. Nutritional labelling on food products featuring calorie counts and ingredient lists empowers consumers to make informed choices for their dietary health. Unplugging from digital devices before bedtime by turning off screens and disconnecting from notifications supports quality sleep and mental rejuvenation. Unplugging from digital devices before bedtime by turning off screens and disconnecting from notifications supports quality sleep and mental rejuvenation. Diversifying your investment portfolio with a mix of stocks, bonds, and real estate helps mitigate risk and increase the potential for long-term wealth accumulation. Diversifying your investment portfolio with a mix of stocks, bonds, and real estate helps mitigate risk and increase the potential for long-term wealth accumulation. Friends who stand by your side during challenging times, offering encouragement and empathy, exemplify the true essence of loyal and enduring friendships. Friends who stand by your side during challenging times, offering encouragement and empathy, exemplify the true essence of loyal and enduring friendships. Learning to drive a rite of passage for many, marks newfound independence and responsibility as individuals navigate the rules of the road and develop safe driving habits. Learning to drive, a rite of passage for many, marks newfound independence and responsibility as individuals navigate the rules of the road and develop safe driving habits. Afternoon lulls often call for a quick pick-me-up, whether it's a cup of tea, a brisk walk, or a power nap, recharging energy levels for the remainder of the day. Afternoon lulls often call for a quick pick-me-up, whether it's a cup of tea, a brisk walk, or a power nap, recharging energy levels for the remainder of the day. Self-care practices, from skincare routines to meditation and exercise, promote overall well-being and enhance daily life with physical and mental health benefits. Self-care practices, from skincare routines to meditation and exercise, promote overall well-being and enhance daily life with physical and mental health benefits. DIY home improvement projects, from renovating a room to crafting custom furniture, allow homeowners to infuse their personal style into their living spaces. DIY home improvement projects, from renovating a room to crafting custom furniture, allow homeowners to infuse their personal style into their living spaces. Wearable technology, from fitness trackers to smartwatches, integrates seamlessly into daily life, providing insights into health, connectivity, and productivity. Wearable technology, from fitness trackers to smartwatches, integrates seamlessly into daily life, providing insights into health, connectivity, and productivity. Music festivals, with their electrifying performances and vibrant atmospheres, unite music enthusiasts, creating lasting memories and a shared love for live music. Music festivals, with their electrifying performances and vibrant atmospheres, unite music enthusiasts, creating lasting memories and a shared love for live music. Custom-made furniture, crafted to fit unique spaces and preferences, adds a personal touch to interiors, blending functionality with individual style and aesthetics. Custom-made furniture, crafted to fit unique spaces and preferences, adds a personal touch to interiors, blending functionality with individual style and aesthetics. Exploring nature's beauty, from lush forests and serene lakes to rugged mountains, allows adventurers to connect with the earth's wonders and find peace in the outdoors. Exploring nature's beauty, from lush forests and serene lakes to rugged mountains, allows adventurers to connect with the earth's wonders and find peace in the outdoors. Navigating workplace dynamics, from collaborating with colleagues to addressing conflicts, requires emotional intelligence, adaptability, and effective communication. Navigating workplace dynamics, from collaborating with colleagues to addressing conflicts, requires emotional intelligence, adaptability, and effective communication. Stress management strategies, including mindfulness meditation and deep breathing exercise, promote emotional well-being and resilience in the face of challenges. Stress management strategies, including mindfulness meditation and deep breathing exercises, promote emotional well-being and resilience in the face of challenges. Unconditional love, as demonstrated by parents and caregivers, shapes a child's emotional development and instills a lifelong sense of security and belonging. Unconditional love, as demonstrated by parents and caregivers, shapes a child's emotional development and instills a lifelong sense of security and belonging. Weekend activities, from leisurely brunches with friends to exploring local attractions, offer a welcome break from the routine, allowing for relaxation and adventure. Weekend activities, from leisurely brunches with friends to exploring local attractions, offer a welcome break from the routine, allowing for relaxation and adventure. Exploring culinary markets, overflowing with fresh produce, spices, and artisanal products, is a sensory adventure that connects travellers with the heart of a destination's cuisine. Exploring culinary markets, overflowing with fresh produce, spices, and artisanal products, is a sensory adventure that connects travellers with the heart of a destination's cuisine. The power of curiosity drives scientific inquiry, pushing researchers to explore uncharted territories and seek answers to fundamental questions about the world. The power of curiosity drives scientific inquiry, pushing researchers to explore uncharted territories and seek answers to fundamental questions about the world. Antarctica, Earth's southernmost continent, is an icy realm inhabited by diverse wildlife, scientists, and research stations dedicated to studying climate and ecosystems. Antarctica, Earth's southernmost continent, is an icy realm inhabited by diverse wildlife, scientists, and research stations dedicated to studying climate and ecosystems. In emergencies, it's crucial not to panic, but rather stay calm and follow safety protocols, allowing for clear thinking and effective responses in critical situations. In emergencies, it's crucial not to panic, but rather stay calm and follow safety protocols, allowing for clear thinking and effective responses in critical situations. The concept of financial freedom entails having enough passive income to cover living expenses, allowing individuals to pursue their passions and interests without financial constraints. The concept of financial freedom entails having enough passive income to cover living expenses, allowing individuals to pursue their passions and interests without financial constraints. The commute to work or school, whether by car, bike, or public transportation, varies with traffic patterns and weather conditions, influencing daily routines. The commute to work or school, whether by car, bike, or public transportation, varies with traffic patterns and weather conditions, influencing daily routines. Cherished mementos, like family heirlooms and sentimental gifts, hold sentimental value, connecting individuals to their personal histories and loved ones. Cherished mementos, like family heirlooms and sentimental gifts, hold sentimental value, connecting individuals to their personal histories and loved ones. Reflecting on the day's achievements and challenges through journaling or meditation fosters mindfulness and self-awareness, promoting personal growth. Reflecting on the day's achievements and challenges through journaling or meditation fosters mindfulness and self-awareness, promoting personal growth. Learning to adapt to change by embracing flexibility and resilience allows individuals to navigate life's transitions and challenges with greater ease and confidence. Learning to adapt to change by embracing flexibility and resilience allows individuals to navigate life's transitions and challenges with greater ease and confidence. Technology literacy, essential in the digital age, empowers individuals to navigate the evolving landscape of software, apps, and devices, promoting digital inclusivity. Technology literacy, essential in the digital age, empowers individuals to navigate the evolving landscape of software, apps, and devices, promoting digital inclusivity. Career advancement, marked by continuous learning and skill development, opens doors to new opportunities and personal growth within one's chosen field. Career advancement, marked by continuous learning and skill development, opens doors to new opportunities and personal growth within one's chosen field. Maintaining long-distance friendships through regular calls and visits strengthens connections and reinforces the value of enduring relationships. Maintaining long-distance friendships through regular calls and visits strengthens connections and reinforces the value of enduring relationships. Stargazing with a telescope or the naked eye offers a serene and mesmerizing experience as one observes the celestial wonders of distant stars, planets, and galaxies. Stargazing with a telescope or the naked eye offers a serene and mesmerizing experience as one observes the celestial wonders of distant stars, planets, and galaxies. The human body, a marvel of biological engineering, comprises intricate systems and organs that collaborate harmoniously to sustain life and ensure our well-being. The human body, a marvel of biological engineering, comprises intricate systems and organs that collaborate harmoniously to sustain life and ensure our well-being. Love for one's culture and heritage, passed down through generations, fosters a sense of identity, pride, and connection to one's roots and traditions. Love for one's culture and heritage, passed down through generations, fosters a sense of identity, pride, and connection to one's roots and traditions. Savouring a perfectly ripe mango with its juicy flesh and tropical sweetness transports taste buds to sunny paradises, evoking relaxation and summer vibes. Savouring a perfectly ripe mango with its juicy flesh and tropical sweetness transports taste buds to sunny paradises, evoking relaxation and summer vibes. It's advisable not to procrastinate on important tasks, as it can lead to stress, missed deadlines, and a lack of productivity, hindering personal and professional growth. It's advisable not to procrastinate on important tasks, as it can lead to stress, missed deadlines, and a lack of productivity, hindering personal and professional growth. Yoga and mindfulness exercises, with their focus on breathing and meditation, alleviate stress, improve flexibility, and promote overall mental and physical well-being. Yoga and mindfulness exercises, with their focus on breathing, meditation, alleviate stress, improve flexibility, and promote overall mental and physical well-being. The Amazon rainforest, known as the lungs of the earth, plays a critical role in oxygen production and biodiversity, necessitating conservation efforts to protect this vital ecosystem. The Amazon rainforest, known as the lungs of the earth, plays a critical role in oxygen production and biodiversity, necessitating conservation efforts to protect this vital ecosystem. The exploration of outer space, fueled by scientific curiosity, has led to astonishing discoveries, from the exploration of distant planets to the search for extraterrestrial life. The exploration of outer space, fueled by scientific curiosity, has led to astonishing discoveries, from the exploration of distant planets to the search for extraterrestrial life. The workday unfolds with tasks, meetings, and deadlines, requiring focus, organisation, and collaboration to achieve professional goals and responsibilities. The workday unfolds with tasks, meetings, and deadlines, requiring focus, organisation, and collaboration to achieve professional goals and responsibilities. The thrill of boarding an aircraft, settling into a seat, and watching the world transform into a patchwork of landscapes below is a unique blend of anticipation and wonder. The thrill of boarding an aircraft, settling into a seat, and watching the world transform into a patchwork of landscapes below is a unique blend of anticipation and wonder. Entrepreneurship, characterized by innovation and risk-taking, allows individuals to build businesses and pursue their visions, requiring resilience and adaptability. Entrepreneurship, characterized by innovation and risk-taking, allows individuals to build businesses and pursue their visions, requiring resilience and adaptability. Birdwatching, with binoculars in hand, provides a serene connection to nature as enthusiasts identify and observe avian species in their natural habitats. Birdwatching, with binoculars in hand, provides a serene connection to nature as enthusiasts identify and observe avian species in their natural habitats. Digital privacy awareness, including secure password practices and protection against online threats, safeguards personal information in an increasingly digital world. Digital privacy awareness, including secure password practices and protection against online threats, safeguards personal information in an increasingly digital world. Childhood friends with whom you've shared formative experiences and memories often hold a special place in your heart, transcending time and distance. Childhood friends with whom you've shared formative experiences and memories often hold a special place in your heart, transcending time and distance. Vegetarian and vegan diets, emphasizing plant-based nutrition, not only promote health but also minimize the environmental footprint, aligning with sustainability and compassion. Vegetarian and vegan diets, emphasizing plant-based nutrition, not only promote health but also minimize the environmental footprint, aligning with sustainability and compassion. Theatre productions, with their live performances, transport audiences into the world of storytelling, where actors breathe life into characters and narratives unfold before our eyes. Theatre productions, with their live performances, transport audiences into the world of storytelling, where actors breathe life into characters and narratives unfold before our eyes. Evening routines, encompassing dinner, relaxation, and preparations for the next day, create a sense of closure, promoting restful sleep and mental clarity. Evening routines, encompassing dinner, relaxation, and preparations for the next day, create a sense of closure, promoting restful sleep and mental clarity. Green technology initiatives, promoting eco-friendly practices and sustainable solutions, pave the way for a more environmentally conscious and resilient future. Green technology initiatives, promoting eco-friendly practices and sustainable solutions, pave the way for a more environmentally conscious and resilient future. The evolution of gossip in the digital age with social media and instant messaging has amplified its reach and speed, emphasizing the importance of media literacy. The evolution of gossip in the digital age with social media and instant messaging has amplified its reach and speed, emphasizing the importance of media literacy. Collaboration and teamwork, cultivated through group projects and interactive learning experiences, prepare individuals for success in diverse professional and social settings. Collaboration and teamwork, cultivated through group projects and interactive learning experiences, prepare individuals for success in diverse professional and social settings. Balancing work and personal life with scheduled breaks, healthy boundaries, and time management strategies is essential for maintaining productivity and well-being. Balancing work and personal life with scheduled breaks, healthy boundaries, and time management strategies is essential for maintaining productivity and well-being. The joy of reuniting with old friends after years apart rekindles shared experiences and a sense of nostalgia, reigniting connections and reliving cherished memories. The joy of reuniting with old friends after years apart rekindles shared experiences and a sense of nostalgia, reigniting connections and reliving cherished memories. A well-organized bookshelf lined with beloved books and personal treasures serves as a reflection of one's interests, passions, and intellectual journey. A well-organized bookshelf lined with beloved books and personal treasures serves as a reflection of one's interests, passions, and intellectual journey. Retirement planning, including savings and investment strategies, ensures financial security and a fulfilling post-career life marked by leisure and exploration. Retirement planning, including savings and investment strategies, ensures financial security and a fulfilling post-career life marked by leisure and exploration. Gardening, with its delicate balance of nurturing and patience, rewards me with a sanctuary of blossoms, fragrant herbs, and the satisfaction of cultivating life from the soil. Gardening, with its delicate balance of nurturing and patience, rewards me with a sanctuary of blossoms, fragrant herbs, and the satisfaction of cultivating life from the soil. Street art, adorning urban landscapes with vibrant murals and thought-provoking messages, adds colour and personality to our cities while stimulating cultural discourse. Street art, adorning urban landscapes with vibrant murals and thought-provoking messages, adds colour and personality to our cities while stimulating cultural discourse. Skincare and self-care rituals such as cleansing, moisturising, and unwinding with a good book nurture both physical well-being and mental relaxation. Skincare and self-care rituals such as cleansing, moisturizing, and unwinding with a good book, nurture both physical well-being and mental relaxation. Cities that never sleep, like New York and Tokyo, come alive at night with neon lights, bustling streets, and vibrant nightlife, offering endless entertainment and exploration. Cities that never sleep, like New York and Tokyo, come alive at night with neon lights, bustling streets, and vibrant nightlife, offering endless entertainment and exploration. The check-in process at a hotel, whether swift and efficient or leisurely and personalised, sets the tone for a guest's experience, making them feel welcome and valued. The check-in process at a hotel, whether swift and efficient or leisurely and personalised, sets the tone for a guest's experience, making them feel welcome and valued. While travelling, it's crucial not to forget important travel documents like passports and visas to avoid potential complications and delays during your journey. While travelling, it's crucial not to forget important travel documents like passports and visas to avoid potential complications and delays during your journey. Emergency funds, with savings set aside for unexpected expenses, offer peace of mind and financial security during unforeseen crises or emergencies. Emergency funds, with savings set aside for unexpected expenses, offer peace of mind and financial security during unforeseen crises or emergencies. Family dynamics, shaped by diverse personalities and relationships, require effective communication, empathy, and compromise to maintain harmony and resolve conflicts. Family dynamics, shaped by diverse personalities and relationships, require effective communication, empathy, and compromise to maintain harmony and resolve conflicts. Homemade jams and preserves, lovingly crafted from fresh fruits, capture the essence of the seasons, preserving memories and adding a touch of sweetness to breakfasts. Homemade jams and preserves, lovingly crafted from fresh fruits, capture the essence of the seasons, preserving memories and adding a touch of sweetness to breakfasts. Preparing for a voyage involves meticulous planning, from researching destinations and securing passports to packing essentials and creating a flexible itinerary that accommodates unexpected adventures. Preparing for a voyage involves meticulous planning, from researching destinations and securing passports to packing essentials and creating a flexible itinerary that accommodates unexpected adventures. Biotechnology, with applications in medicine and agriculture, has the potential to improve human health, enhance food security, and address environmental challenges. Biotechnology, with applications in medicine and agriculture, has the potential to improve human health, enhance food security, and address environmental challenges. Road trips with their scenic routes and spontaneous adventures, creating lasting memories and a sense of freedom, inviting exploration of diverse landscapes and cultures. Road trips with their scenic routes and spontaneous adventures, creating lasting memories and a sense of freedom, inviting exploration of diverse landscapes and cultures. The digital era, defined by rapid technological advancements, has revolutionized the way we communicate, work, and access information, creating a dynamic and interconnected world. The digital era, defined by rapid technological advancements, has revolutionized the way we communicate, work, and access information, creating a dynamic and interconnected world. Commuting to work or school, whether by car, public transit, or bicycle, is a daily ritual that connects individuals to their destinations and the rhythm of life. Commuting to work or school, whether by car, public transit, or bicycle, is a daily ritual that connects individuals to their destinations and the rhythm of life. The dining table, a central gathering place for family meals and celebrations, witnesses laughter, conversations, and the sharing of food, strengthening familial bonds. The dining table, a central gathering place for family meals and celebrations, witnesses laughter, conversations, and the sharing of food, strengthening familial bonds. The love of nature, from awe-inspiring landscapes to the intricate beauty of flora and fauna, inspires conservation efforts and a deeper appreciation for the planet. The love of nature, from awe-inspiring landscapes to the intricate beauty of flora and fauna, inspires conservation efforts and a deeper appreciation for the planet. Climate zones, ranging from tropical to polar, dictate the temperature, weather patterns, and vegetation of regions worldwide, influencing lifestyles and ecosystems. Climate zones, ranging from tropical to polar, dictate the temperature, weather patterns, and vegetation of regions worldwide, influencing lifestyles and ecosystems. The sound of wind chimes tinkling in the breeze adds a touch of serenity and harmony to outdoor spaces, creating a soothing and peaceful atmosphere. The sound of wind chimes tinkling in the breeze adds a touch of serenity and harmony to outdoor spaces, creating a soothing and peaceful atmosphere. The scent of freshly baked bread, filling the kitchen with warmth and anticipation, awakens the senses and stirs feelings of comfort and homeliness. The scent of freshly baked bread, filling the kitchen with warmth and anticipation, awakens the senses and stirs feelings of comfort and homeliness. The laughter of children, with their boundless energy and infectious enthusiasm, brings joy to the hearts of parents, reminding us of the wonder and innocence of youth. The laughter of children, with their boundless energy and infectious enthusiasm, brings joy to the hearts of parents, reminding us of the wonder and innocence of youth. The beauty of a sunrise or sunset, with its breathtaking colours and peaceful moments, inspires awe and reminds us of the magnificence of the world. The beauty of a sunrise or sunset, with its breathtaking colours and peaceful moments, inspire awe and reminds us of the magnificence of the world. Virtual discussions, facilitated by video conferencing and online forums, bridge geographical distances, enabling global collaborations and knowledge sharing across borders. Virtual discussions, facilitated by video conferencing and online forums, bridge geographical distances, enabling global collaborations and knowledge sharing across borders. Karaoke nights, where friends take turns singing their favourite songs, infuse gatherings with laughter and camaraderie, celebrating both music and friendship. Karaoke nights, where friends take turns singing their favourite songs, infuse gatherings with laughter and camaraderie, celebrating both music and friendship. White lies, often told to spare someone's feelings or avoid confrontation, can be well intentioned but should be used sparingly and with discretion. White lies, often told to spare someone's feelings or avoid confrontation, can be well intentioned but should be used sparingly and with discretion. The sense of stability and accomplishment that comes with owning a home is a rewarding aspect of home ownership, fostering a deep connection to one's living space. The sense of stability and accomplishment that comes with owning a home is a rewarding aspect of home ownership, fostering a deep connection to one's living space. The runner's high, a euphoric feeling often experienced during long runs, is attributed to the release of endorphins, creating a sense of happiness and accomplishment. The runner's high, a euphoric feeling often experienced during long runs, is attributed to the release of endorphins, creating a sense of happiness and accomplishment. Snow sports enthusiasts eagerly await the ski season, hitting the slopes with exhilarating runs and breathtaking mountain vistas, embracing the thrill of winter sports. Snow sports enthusiasts eagerly await the ski season, hitting the slopes with exhilarating runs and breathtaking mountain vistas, embracing the thrill of winter sports. The connection between humans and their pets is profound, with studies showing that pet owners experience reduced stress levels and increased overall well-being. The connection between humans and their pets is profound, with studies showing that pet owners experience reduced stress levels and increased overall well-being. Television advertising, with its creative storytelling and persuasive messages, influences consumer behavior and shapes brand perceptions in the marketplace. Television advertising, with its creative storytelling and persuasive messages, influences consumer behavior and shapes brand perceptions in the marketplace. The fear of public speaking, a common phobia, can be overcome through practice, preparation, and techniques like deep breathing and positive visualization. The fear of public speaking, a common phobia, can be overcome through practice, preparation, and techniques like deep breathing and positive visualization. The emotional impact of saying goodbye is explored in literature and music, with songs and novels often expressing the bittersweetness of parting and the hope of reunion. The emotional impact of saying goodbye is explored in literature and music, with songs and novels often expressing the bittersweetness of parting and the hope of reunion. Inundate. Inundate, meaning to overwhelm or flood with an abundance of something. To overwhelm or flood with an abundance of something. The relentless emails began to inundate her inbox, making it difficult to keep up with important messages. The relentless emails began to inundate her inbox, making it difficult to keep up with important messages. Dawdle. Dawdle, meaning to waste time or move slowly. To waste time or move slowly. We can't afford to dawdle. The deadline is approaching. We can't afford to dawdle. The deadline is approaching. Eradicate. Eradicate, meaning to eliminate or destroy completely. To eliminate or destroy completely. The vaccination campaign aimed to eradicate the spread of the virus. The vaccination campaign aimed to eradicate the spread of the virus. Wander. Wander, meaning to move aimlessly or without a fixed course. To move aimlessly or without a fixed course. They decided to wander through the city streets, exploring its hidden gems. They decided to wander through the city streets, exploring its hidden gems. Linger. Linger, meaning to remain in a place longer than necessary. To remain in a place longer than necessary. The aroma of coffee made him linger in the cafe. The aroma of coffee made him linger in the cafe. Muster. Muster, meaning to gather or assemble. To gather or assemble. After receiving the emergency call, the firefighters had to quickly muster at the station to respond to the blazing fire. After receiving the emergency call, the firefighters had to quickly muster at the station to respond to the blazing fire. Nurture. Nurture, meaning to care for and encourage growth. to care for and encourage growth. The community worked together to nurture a sense of unity and cooperation among its members. The community worked together to nurture a sense of unity and cooperation among its members. Dismantle. Dismantle. Meaning to take apart or disassemble. To take apart or disassemble. The workers were instructed to dismantle the old machinery to make room for the new and more efficient equipment. The workers were instructed to dismantle the old machinery to make room for the new and more efficient equipment. Emanate. Emanate. Meaning to flow or spread out from a source. To flow or spread out from a source. Confidence seemed to emanate from her as she spoke. Confidence seemed to emanate from her as she spoke. Forsake. Forsake. Meaning to abandon or renounce. To abandon or renounce. Despite challenges, she vowed never to forsake her dreams. Despite challenges, she vowed never to forsake her dreams. Gargle. Gargle. Meaning to rinse one's mouth and throat with a liquid. To rinse one's mouth and throat with a liquid. Upon catching a chill, she decided to gargle with warm salt water to relieve her scratchy throat. Upon catching a chill, she decided to gargle with warm salt water to relieve her scratchy throat. Hone. Hone. Meaning to refine or perfect over time. To refine or perfect over time. The detective needed to hone his investigative skills to solve the complex case. The detective needed to hone his investigative skills to solve the complex case. Yearn. Yearn. Meaning to have a strong desire or longing. To have a strong desire or longing. Despite his success, he continued to yearn for true happiness. Despite his success, he continued to yearn for true happiness. Zeal. Zeal. Meaning enthusiastic and diligent pursuit of a cause or objective. Enthusiastic and diligent pursuit of a cause or objective. She tackled the project with great zeal, determined to succeed. She tackled the project with great zeal, determined to succeed. Amplify. Amplify. Meaning to make larger or more intense. To make larger or more intense. The microphone was used to amplify the speaker's voice. The microphone was used to amplify the speaker's voice. Burgeon. Burgeon. Meaning to grow or develop rapidly. To grow or develop rapidly. The tech industry continues to burgeon with new innovations. The tech industry continues to burgeon with new innovations. Cajole, cajole, meaning to persuade through flattery or gentle urging. To persuade through flattery or gentle urging. She managed to cajole her friend into helping with the project. She managed to cajole her friend into helping with the project. Thrive, thrive, meaning to grow vigorously or flourish. To grow vigorously or flourish. With proper care, the garden began to thrive. With proper care, the garden began to thrive. Unleash, unleash, meaning to release or set free. To release or set free. The new technology will unleash a wave of innovation. The new technology will unleash a wave of innovation. Venture, venture, meaning to undertake a risky or daring journey or project. To undertake a risky or daring journey or project. The entrepreneurs decided to venture into the competitive market. The entrepreneurs decided to venture into the competitive market. Nudge, nudge, meaning to push or prod gently. To push or prod gently. She gave her friend a subtle nudge to draw attention to the fascinating view across the room. She gave her friend a subtle nudge to draw attention to the fascinating view across the room. Oscillate, oscillate, meaning to swing back and forth. To swing back and forth. The fan above the bed began to oscillate, creating a gentle breeze that cooled the room during the hot summer night. The fan above the bed began to oscillate, creating a gentle breeze that cooled the room during the hot summer night. Prolong, prolong, meaning to extend the duration or existence of something. To extend the duration or existence of something. The scientists hoped to find a way to prolong human life. The scientists hoped to find a way to prolong human life. Quicken, quicken, meaning to make something happen more rapidly. To make something happen more rapidly. The runner felt his heartbeat quicken as he approached the finish line, fueled by the anticipation of victory. The runner felt his heartbeat quicken as he approached the finish line, fueled by the anticipation of victory. Revel, revel, meaning to take great pleasure or delight in something. To take great pleasure or delight in something. She decided to take a day off to revel in the simple joys of nature, spending hours hiking through the scenic trails. She decided to take a day off to revel in the simple joys of nature, spending hours hiking through the scenic trails. Kindle, kindle, meaning to ignite or arouse. To ignite or arouse. Reading a good book can kindle a love for literature. Reading a good book can kindle a love for literature. Lacerate. Lacerate, meaning to tear or cut deeply. To tear or cut deeply. The surgeon carefully used the scalpel to lacerate the tissue, creating a precise incision during the delicate procedure. The surgeon carefully used the scalpel to lacerate the tissue, creating a precise incision during the delicate procedure. Mend. Mend, meaning to repair or fix. To repair or fix. She spent hours trying to mend the broken vase. She spent hours trying to mend the broken vase. Capitulate. Capitulate, meaning to surrender or give in. To surrender or give in. The army was forced to capitulate after weeks of relentless attacks. The army was forced to capitulate after weeks of relentless attacks. Dazzle. Dazzle, meaning to impress deeply or astonish. To impress deeply or astonish. Her dance moves never failed to dazzle the audience. Her dance moves never failed to dazzle the audience. Elicit. Elicit, meaning to draw out or evoke a response. To draw out or evoke a response. The story's twist at the end is designed to elicit surprise from the readers. The story's twist at the end is designed to elicit surprise from the readers. Zest. Zest, meaning to enthusiastically enjoy or approach something. To enthusiastically enjoy or approach something. She approached her work with great zest and energy. She approached her work with great zest and energy. Aspire. Aspire, meaning to have ambitious hopes or goals. To have ambitious hopes or goals. Many students aspire to attend prestigious universities. Many students aspire to attend prestigious universities. Babble. Babble, meaning to talk rapidly and incoherently. To talk rapidly and incoherently. The excited children began to babble about their day at the amusement park. The excited children began to babble about their day at the amusement park. Reverberate. Reverberate, meaning to echo or resound. To echo or resound. The powerful words of the speaker seemed to reverberate through the auditorium, leaving a lasting impact on the attentive audience. The powerful words of the speaker seemed to reverberate through the auditorium, leaving a lasting impact on the attentive audience. Stipulate. Stipulate, meaning to specify or require as part of an agreement. To specify or require as part of an agreement. The contract will stipulate the rent, lease duration, and tenant responsibilities. The contract will stipulate the rent, lease duration, and tenant responsibilities. Wistful, wistful, meaning having or showing a feeling of vague or regretful longing. Having or showing a feeling of vague or regretful longing. As she looked at the old photographs, a wistful smile crossed her face. As she looked at the old photographs, a wistful smile crossed her face. Undermine, undermine, meaning to weaken or sabotage, to weaken or sabotage. Gossiping about colleagues can undermine workplace morale. Gossiping about colleagues can undermine workplace morale. Venerate, venerate, meaning to regard with deep respect or reverence. To regard with deep respect or reverence. Many cultures venerate their ancestors through rituals and ceremonies. Many cultures venerate their ancestors through rituals and ceremonies. Incite, incite, meaning to encourage or provoke into action. To encourage or provoke into action. The controversial article had the power to incite public outrage. The controversial article had the power to incite public outrage. Juxtapose, juxtapose, meaning to place side by side for contrasting effect. To place side by side for contrasting effect. The curator decided to juxtapose classical and modern art in the exhibition for a visually intriguing effect. The curator decided to juxtapose classical and modern art in the exhibition for a visually intriguing effect. Knead, knead, meaning to work or massage with hands, especially dough. To work or massage with hands, especially dough. The chef continued to knead the pizza dough, skillfully working on its texture before letting it rise. The chef continued to knead the pizza dough, skillfully working on its texture before letting it rise. Languish, languish, meaning to become weak or feeble. To become weak or feeble. The neglected garden began to languish, with wilting plants and overgrown weeds reflecting the lack of care it received. The neglected garden began to languish, with wilting plants and overgrown weeds reflecting the lack of care it received. Ascend, ascend, meaning to go up or climb. To go up or climb. The hikers began to ascend the steep mountain trail. The hikers began to ascend the steep mountain trail. Bask, bask, meaning to enjoy a warm or pleasant feeling. To enjoy a warm or pleasant feeling. After a long, challenging day, she found solace in a warm bath, where she could bask in the soothing embrace of relaxation. After a long, challenging day, she found solace in a warm bath, where she could bask in the soothing embrace of relaxation. Circumvent, Circumvent, meaning to find a way around or overcome. To find a way around or overcome. The clever detective managed to circumvent the security system. The clever detective managed to circumvent the security system. Quench, quench, meaning to satisfy or extinguish. To satisfy or extinguish. A cold drink can quench your thirst on a hot day. A cold drink can quench your thirst on a hot day. Rejuvenate, rejuvenate, meaning to make someone or something feel young and refreshed. To make someone or something feel young and refreshed. A good night's sleep can rejuvenate your body and mind. A good night's sleep can rejuvenate your body and mind. Synchronize, synchronize, meaning to coordinate in time or make things happen simultaneously. To coordinate in time or make things happen simultaneously. The dancers practiced tirelessly to synchronize their movements, creating a mesmerizing and harmonious performance. The dancers practiced tirelessly to synchronize their movements, creating a mesmerizing and harmonious performance. Terminate, terminate, meaning to bring to an end. To bring to an end. The contract clearly stated that any breach of confidentiality would result in the company's decision to terminate the partnership. The contract clearly stated that any breach of confidentiality would result in the company's decision to terminate the partnership. Unveil, unveil, meaning to reveal or make something known for the first time. To reveal or make something known for the first time. The artist will unveil her latest masterpiece at the gallery opening. The artist will unveil her latest masterpiece at the gallery opening. Operate, operate, meaning to perform a function or action. To perform a function or action. The new software update will enable the computer to operate more efficiently and introduce several advanced features for users. The new software update will enable the computer to operate more efficiently and introduce several advanced features for users. Proliferate, proliferate, meaning to increase rapidly in number or spread. To increase rapidly in number or spread. The invasive species began to proliferate, threatening the local ecosystem. The invasive species began to proliferate, threatening the local ecosystem. Animate, animate, meaning to bring to life or give energy to. To bring to life or give energy to. The energetic music and colourful lights helped to animate the party, turning a simple gathering into a lively and joyful celebration. The energetic music and colourful lights helped to animate the party, turning a simple gathering into a lively and joyful celebration. Beckon, Beckon, meaning to signal or summon with a gesture. To signal or summon with a gesture. The tour guide stood at the entrance to the museum, waving to beckon the visitors inside. The tour guide stood at the entrance to the museum, waving to beckon the visitors inside. Riveting, riveting, meaning something that is captivating, enthralling, or holds one's attention in a compelling way. Something that is captivating, enthralling, or holds one's attention in a compelling way. The novel's intricate plot and well-developed characters made it a riveting read, keeping me eagerly turning the pages until the very end. The novel's intricate plot and well-developed characters made it a riveting read, keeping me eagerly turning the pages until the very end. Accelerate, accelerate, meaning to increase in speed, to increase in speed. In response to the urgent deadline, the team decided to accelerate the project timeline for faster completion. In response to the urgent deadline, the team decided to accelerate the project timeline for faster completion. Bolster, bolster, meaning to support or strengthen, to support or strengthen. She offered words of encouragement to bolster his spirits before the important presentation. She offered words of encouragement to bolster his spirits before the important presentation. Jolt, jolt, meaning to shake or jar abruptly, to shake or jar abruptly. The sudden turbulence on the plane caused it to jolt, surprising the passengers momentarily. The sudden turbulence on the plane caused it to jolt, surprising the passengers momentarily. Flourish, flourish, meaning to grow or develop in a healthy and vigorous way. To grow or develop in a healthy and vigorous way. The business began to flourish after the strategic changes were implemented. The business began to flourish after the strategic changes were implemented. Gnaw, gnaw, meaning to bite or chew persistently. To bite or chew persistently. The dog continued to gnaw on the bone, savouring every bit of flavour and enjoying his afternoon treat. The dog continued to gnaw on the bone, savouring every bit of flavour and enjoying his afternoon treat. Halt, halt, meaning to come to a stop or cease movement. To come to a stop or cease movement. The train came to a sudden halt, surprising the passengers. The train came to a sudden halt, surprising the passengers. Crave, crave, meaning to have an intense desire for something. To have an intense desire for something. After a long day of work, I often crave a comforting bowl of hot soup to help me unwind and relax. After a long day of work, I often crave a comforting bowl of hot soup to help me unwind and relax. Vacillate. Vacillate, meaning to waver or be indecisive. To waver or be indecisive. She tended to vacillate between different options when making decisions. She tended to vacillate between different options when making decisions. Exacerbate. Exacerbate, meaning to make a situation, condition, or problem worse. To make a situation, condition, or problem worse. His critical remarks only served to exacerbate the already tense atmosphere. His critical remarks only served to exacerbate the already tense atmosphere. Extricate. Extricate, meaning to free or release from a constraint or difficulty. To free or release from a constraint or difficulty. The rescue team worked tirelessly to extricate the trapped passengers from the wreckage. The rescue team worked tirelessly to extricate the trapped passengers from the wreckage. Expropriate. Expropriate, meaning to take possession or control of property for public use or benefit. To take possession or control of property for public use or benefit. The government decided to expropriate the land for the construction of a new motorway. The government decided to expropriate the land for the construction of a new motorway. Obfuscate. Obfuscate, meaning to deliberately make something unclear or difficult to understand. To deliberately make something unclear or difficult to understand. The spokesperson tried to obfuscate the situation by using unclear language and avoiding direct answers. The spokesperson tried to obfuscate the situation by using unclear language and avoiding direct answers. Reciprocate. Reciprocate, meaning to respond to a gesture or action with a corresponding one. To respond to a gesture or action with a corresponding one. In a healthy relationship, both partners should reciprocate love and support. In a healthy relationship, both partners should reciprocate love and support. Relegate. Relegate, meaning to consign or dismiss to an inferior or less important position. To consign or dismiss to an inferior or less important position. After the controversy, the company decided to relegate the executive to a lower role. After the controversy, the company decided to relegate the executive to a lower role. Disparage. Disparage, meaning to criticize or belittle someone or something. To criticize or belittle someone or something. It is not appropriate to disparage the efforts of those who worked hard on the project. It is not appropriate to disparage the efforts of those who worked hard on the project. Hapless. Hapless, meaning unfortunate or unlucky. Unfortunate or unlucky. The hapless traveller found himself stranded in a foreign city without his passport. The hapless traveller found himself stranded in a foreign city without his passport. Winsome, winsome, meaning charming, engaging, or appealing in a childlike or innocent way. Charming, engaging, or appealing in a childlike or innocent way. The puppy's winsome expression melted everyone's hearts. The puppy's winsome expression melted everyone's hearts. Zephyr, zephyr, meaning a gentle, mild breeze. A gentle, mild breeze. The zephyr rustled the leaves in the serene garden. The zephyr rustled the leaves in the serene garden. Augment, augment, meaning to increase or enhance in size, amount, or degree. To increase or enhance in size, amount, or degree. She decided to augment her income by taking on a part-time job. She decided to augment her income by taking on a part-time job. Belligerent, belligerent, meaning hostile, aggressive, or inclined to fight. Hostile, aggressive, or inclined to fight. His belligerent behaviour in the meeting created a tense atmosphere, making it difficult to reach a resolution. His belligerent behaviour in the meeting created a tense atmosphere, making it difficult to reach a resolution. Reproach, reproach, meaning to express disapproval or disappointment. To express disapproval or disappointment. She couldn't help but reproach him for his careless actions that had led to the project's failure. She couldn't help but reproach him for his careless actions that had led to the project's failure. Sycophant, sycophant, meaning a person who acts obsequiously to gain advantage from those in power. A person who acts obsequiously to gain advantage from those in power. The sycophant always agreed with the boss, hoping for a promotion. The sycophant always agreed with the boss, hoping for a promotion. Tantamount, tantamount, meaning equivalent in effect or value. Equivalent in effect or value. Refusing to cooperate with the investigation was tantamount to admitting guilt. Refusing to cooperate with the investigation was tantamount to admitting guilt. Pernicious, pernicious, meaning having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way. Having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way. The pernicious influence of misinformation can erode public trust. The pernicious influence of misinformation can erode public trust. Quandary, quandary, meaning a state of uncertainty or perplexity, especially regarding what to do. A state of uncertainty or perplexity, especially regarding what to do. Faced with multiple job offers, she found herself in a quandary about which to accept. Faced with multiple job offers, she found herself in a quandary about which to accept. Recalcitrant. Recalcitrant. Meaning, resisting authority or control, stubbornly defiant. Resisting authority or control, stubbornly defiant. The recalcitrant employee refused to comply with company policies. The recalcitrant employee refused to comply with company policies. Alleviate. Alleviate. Meaning, to make suffering, deficiency, or a problem less severe. To make suffering, deficiency, or a problem less severe. The medication helped alleviate the patient's pain and discomfort. The medication helped alleviate the patient's pain and discomfort. Nefarious. Nefarious. Meaning, wicked, villainous, or criminal. Wicked, villainous, or criminal. The detective was determined to bring the nefarious criminal to justice. The detective was determined to bring the nefarious criminal to justice. Trepidation. Trepidation. Meaning, a feeling of fear or anxiety about something that may happen. A feeling of fear or anxiety about something that may happen. The actor felt trepidation before going on stage for the challenging role. The actor felt trepidation before going on stage for the challenging role. Xenophobe. Xenophobe. Meaning, a person who has an irrational dislike or fear of people from other countries or cultures. A person who has an irrational dislike or fear of people from other countries or cultures. The xenophobe opposed hiring individuals from diverse backgrounds. The xenophobe opposed hiring individuals from diverse backgrounds. Mellifluous. Mellifluous. Meaning, sweet sounding or pleasant to the ear. Sweet sounding or pleasant to the ear. The mellifluous melody of the piano filled the concert hall. The mellifluous melody of the piano filled the concert hall. Alacrity. Alacrity. Meaning, eagerness, promptness, or quick readiness. Eagerness, promptness, or quick readiness. She accepted the challenge with alacrity, demonstrating her enthusiasm. She accepted the challenge with alacrity, demonstrating her enthusiasm. Truncate. Truncate. Meaning, to shorten by cutting off a part. To shorten by cutting off a part. The director decided to truncate the final scene for a more impactful ending. The director decided to truncate the final scene for a more impactful ending. Munificent. Munificent. Meaning, extremely generous or liberal in giving. Extremely generous or liberal in giving. The philanthropist's munificent donation greatly benefited the community. The philanthropist's munificent donation greatly benefited the community. Quixotic. Quixotic. Meaning, extremely idealistic, unrealistic, and impractical. Extremely idealistic, unrealistic, and impractical. His quixotic dreams of creating a utopian society were met with skepticism. His quixotic dreams of creating a utopian society were met with skepticism. Vociferate. Vociferate, meaning to shout, complain, or speak loudly and vehemently. To shout, complain, or speak loudly and vehemently. During the heated argument, he began to vociferate his opinions, raising his voice to express his passionate and loud objections. During the heated argument, he began to vociferate his opinions, raising his voice to express his passionate and loud objections. Whimsical. Whimsical, meaning playfully quaint or fanciful, especially in an appealing and amusing way. Playfully quaint or fanciful, especially in an appealing and amusing way. The whimsical illustrations in the book delighted both children and adults. The whimsical illustrations in the book delighted both children and adults. Glean. Glean, meaning to extract or collect gradually and bit by bit. To extract or collect gradually and bit by bit. The detective tried to glean information from the witness. The detective tried to glean information from the witness. Hark. Hark, meaning to listen attentively or give heed. To listen attentively or give heed. As the wind howled outside, we could hear the distant hark of an owl in the tranquil night. As the wind howled outside, we could hear the distant hark of an owl in the tranquil night. Inure. Inure, meaning to become accustomed to or hardened by something undesirable. To become accustomed to or hardened by something undesirable. Soldiers quickly inure to the harsh conditions of the battlefield. Soldiers quickly inure to the harsh conditions of the battlefield. Jibe. Jibe, meaning to agree or be in harmony with, to mock or taunt. To agree or be in harmony with, to mock or taunt. Her opinion didn't jibe with the rest of the group. Her opinion didn't jibe with the rest of the group. Sate. Sate, meaning to satisfy or fill to excess. To satisfy or fill to excess. The buffet was designed to sate even the heartiest appetites. The buffet was designed to sate even the heartiest appetites. Tout. Tout, meaning to promote or praise energetically. To promote or praise energetically. The company hired influencers to tout their new product. The company hired influencers to tout their new product. Veer. Veer, meaning to change direction suddenly. To change direction suddenly. The car had to veer to avoid the oncoming traffic. The car had to veer to avoid the oncoming traffic.